So it's been a while, but we're going to record some, I guess, some useful content, hopefully for those of you out in the real world. Rain Bird have just released to the Australian market the new ESP-TM2 controller. WaterPro are, I guess, one of the exclusive resellers of this product currently. We'd be the only stockists in SA.
South Australian.
Yep. So we wanted to just do an unboxing. I haven't actually opened and looked at this yet. Matt's had a bit of a play with it, I think.
No.
So no, Matt doesn't know anything about it. So obviously, for those of you watching that are fans of Ask Ervo, please don't judge him on his lack of knowledge around this because he hasn't done any research on it, if he appears to have lack of knowledge, which I'm sure he won't. So obviously it comes in a nice colourful box. Rain Bird have done really well with this. I remember they used to have these brown cardboard boxes. They weren't
with their pink logo. Yeah,
it wasn't super appealing. This obviously shows the
key features. I guess an outline of the box as well.
And this is a 4-station. They come in what, 4, 6, 8, 12?
Yeah, so they've gone 4, 6, 8, and now a 12 station. Non-modular, so fixed at those stations. But the 12 station is pretty cool. I guess being a price competitive option to have all those front and backyards now where we've got such low flow rates now. We're seeing more and more valves going in, so 12 stations is really cool.
And traditionally a 12-station controller was like the Orbit slide control for the SA market, Hunter, Pro C, ESP-ME. But if you wanted to do a 12-station with Rain Bird, you'd have to use the ESP-ME, which modulars out from what?
To 10.
4, 10, and then to 13 or 16.
Yeah.
Which is, then you have to buy the modules. Obviously that's my favourite controller, and I've said it 100 times before. So what's different with this controller?
No, it essentially looks like it's the RZX.
Okay. So it's the same shape
casings?
and size as an RZX. It's Wi-Fi ready. So the difference between this and the RZX, from what I know, is that this has a dial.
Yes.
Whereas the RZX was a push button.
All push button, digital. Yeah. This has got the dial option. Still runs the traditional dial like the ESP-ME.
Yep.
And I guess traditional controllers like the Hunter X Core and that.
So the programming
runs, I guess,
process.
auto at your 12 o'clock mark,
yep.
And then you run programming clockwise from there,
yep.
And all your manual adjustments are on your left-hand side.
So the RZX had. It was brought out with a different way of programming, so each station was its own little world.
Correct. Yeah, the RZX ran, each program was based on its own station or zone.
Yep.
Whereas I've taken that back. I guess that got mixed feedback
I'm
in the
assuming
market.
people didn't like it then, or probably because it was different.
It was a case of people were putting something on at 8 o'clock for half an hour and then thinking they needed to set the next one for 8:30, and then it created confusion from what they knew.
Because the controllers do stack.
They do stack, and the RZX stacked, but it was a misconception in the market. So
this would have been handy if it was actually a book, Rain Bird. That's good. I feel like I'm reading the newspaper on the bus in 1990.
Treasure map.
You kids, shut up back there. Okay, so this is the manual.
Have they put English at the top?
I was wondering what we were going to put up next to our Nelly Quarter jersey. This bad boy framed. Okay, sorry. The guys at Rain Bird head office won't like me making fun of this, but I think that's probably a little bit ridiculous.
Seeing it on the wall like that, they probably agree with you.
Yeah, look, the upside of that is we usually wouldn't read that, as we are...
Do our trade?
We're in the trade and we're men,
Yep.
and we don't read instructions. So let's plug it in and have a bit of a play.
Backlit display straight away.
Oh wow, that's nice.
So
it's
from
black instead of
inside
that kinda...
sheds or pergolas, like carports and stuff. I think it's gonna be easy to see.
Yeah, so if it's really dark, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So you go date and time. You can just press.
In line with most of Rain Bird's ESP side of things, it's your plus and minus with your cross arrows.
So 19, and you don't have to press enter. You just go across. Back to July, and then go across to the 19th. So that's today's date. It is a Friday, so that's set.
And then that's done now, yeah.
So you go to start times. So if we go back to date and time, that's all still there. Yep. So that's pretty easy. And then you go to start times. So most people these days are only really running one program. If you want to change programs, you just press that program select button. A, B, and C. So how many start times do they have? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, so 4 start times, 3 programs.
Cool. So
Pretty standard.
But good from a turf establishment if you wanted to, have your lawns coming on more than once a day.
Yep.
You can add multiple starts.
And then the run times, you said they go up to 6 hours?
Yeah, 1 minute up to 6 hours run time.
Wow. 6 hours. So I remember 4 being normal. That's a lot of
Yeah, I
work.
was going to say 4. So there's obviously a need
For 6 hours?
somewhere, or
Yeah.
it's
Or
just
it's the technologies that you might as well put in there.
Yeah.
And then watering day, so this will come into play for people that have got water restrictions across the country. Obviously, we sell these online, so there's going to be people in, I guess, New South Wales who are currently under water restrictions
Correct.
that might be interested in buying this. So you can do odds and evens, like do Monday, Wednesday, Saturday, whatever it is.
Yeah, so you can choose day intervals.
How do you
as well.
change that as a program of A, B, and C? That's
Be
watering
similar
days.
to, so it'd be a case of moving through your days.
Yeah, but if you wanted to do odds and evens, it's not
So
there.
yeah, it should be. Just go through your days,
Ah, yep, there you go.
and now
Cool.
you get past that, and now you're in those. So you
Yep,
now
so
got
3
your-
day cycle,
So that's your day cycles.
2 day cycle, and it tells you how many days are remaining, which is good.
Yep, and that can be that's an optional entry as well.
Oh, so you can say, I don't want to water for 2 days, and then I want a 2 day cycle.
Correct.
Yep.
Yeah, because it
That's right,
may
we just had a big rain event.
yeah, and so you know what, I don't need to water for 4 days. Let's not have it on, and then every 3 days from there, sort of thing. So
And then obviously you can have a rain sensor in the accessory port.
yeah, through
sensor
your
port,
actual
sorry.
sensor port, which is
So
currently
that's-
bridged, but
We've got these 2 rain sensors here. These are Rain Bird's rain sensors,
which is their
wired and wireless.
so gutter mounted, patio mounted rain
So this is your
sensors.
traditional rain sensor that the water gets in the top, expands the leather discs or whatever they're made of,
Correct.
cuts off the circuit. So if you rip this yellow cable out now, this controller won't work because it assumes that the circuit's been broken.
Correct, because sensors are set to active.
Active. So if you
We've had that as bypassed, it wouldn't matter. The fact that it's on active, it's reading that,
Yeah.
and that's why it's bridged, because it's a
and then
closed
this
circuit.
effectively becomes that yellow cable.
Correct. What this is doing is basically putting a splice in between these two
Yeah,
yellow
it's a big
cables.
on and off switch. Yep.
This is effectively the same as the wireless.
This is the wireless, so this sits on the gutter.
Correct. So this, in essentially, is the same piece on top as
Yep.
far as what it's reading, except this is hardwired, so you'd have to
And this has to have batteries.
come down a pergola post or inside someone's laundry or in the shed, whereas that one there runs a little watch battery supplied, and then is wireless to talk to that, which is a lot easier. Obviously, a little bit more expensive than what these are, but a lot easier install.
And Reedy was telling me we packaged these up so you can buy a controller and a Wi-Fi module.
So I've done them as controller alone. So because these are standalone controller as they are now,
And we've
but
got a
they
rate
are-
on these at the moment that we've been able to pass on.
We do have a
Yep.
launch rate on them. Yep. These are then we've packaged them individually for basically 4 through to the 12.
So if you want to buy a 4-station controller without Wi-Fi, without rain sensors, and to stick it on your wall, basic whatever, you can buy that.
Yep. Later on, you can then choose to buy the Wi-Fi link module.
Which plenty of people have probably seen, but we'll quickly talk about. That's a device that plugs into the bottom of there, the accessory port, which is
so that would go
I'm not going to rip that off because.
straight into this would come off, and then underneath this accessory tab, that
Hang on, that comes off.
That sits against that. Sorry, this comes off.
Oh, so this supports that.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
cool.
it's not hanging.
Yep.
That's just a little thing they brought out.
Yep. And there's a QR code there. That's obviously to.
Help people with setting up the link module
Yep.
if they lost the box. So
We could have hacked that QR code. have it go to our videos.
yeah,
These are really easy to set up. So easy. I've done it.
yep.
And I'm really done with this stuff. So that makes that Wi-Fi, and then you could also buy either a wireless or a wire.
Yeah, so I've packaged them to be standalone, controller with link,
Yep.
controller with wired rain sensors, and controller with wireless rain sensors.
And from
So
what Reedy was
provided
saying, we've
options.
just percentage them down. So we had like
I guess the more components you buy,
The better your
the
discount.
better your discount gets.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
so that's, and then they've got seasonal adjust, which is obviously something that not a lot of people use as far as I know, but you can adjust in winter you can adjust your watering down to 40% or 30% if that's what you feel,
Correct.
or up to 200% on a 40-degree day or through peaks
Yeah.
of summer without having to change all your run times.
That's right.
Okay.
So you normally set your run times in a controller like most people do across the country.
Yep.
Set it for summer,
Yep.
that peak January, February schedule. And then instead of going in and adjusting your run times on every single station, you've already done all that hard work.
Yep.
You just come in and you can just say, okay, we're in March now. Let's go to 80%. And everything comes down accordingly.
Rather than you having to go, say if you've got a 12 station controller, you don't have to go change 12 times down.
Correct.
You just change the controller down.
Yeah, and it goes the other way as well. So it's not always a reduction if it's a heat wave
Yep.
and we feel we're not getting enough. But so we can just go say 110%. So we give it everything 10% more. So
And we could do that from an app if we had the Wi-Fi dongle
completely, yeah.
from anywhere in the world. So
Yeah.
if you're away on holidays and you're watching the weather and it does get hot, you can just bump it up to 150. If you've got low data and you don't want to mess, you'd like quickly turn your controller up.
100%. Or if you didn't have rain sensors and you knew you were due to have rain,
Yep.
you've got your phone, you can
Yep.
go in and just basically say, you know what, turn it off for a while,
Yep.
give it a
3 days,
7-day
4
rain
days
delay
later,
or whatever
yep.
we want to do. So, other part of it is a lot of people will buy them with the link module ready to go.
Yep.
Meaning if you actually have them Wi-Fi straight away, you
Yep.
don't need to touch anything here.
So if you bought that with a Wi, so all you do is rip that thing off, stick your Wi-Fi in,
Wire up your stations accordingly.
close it, and then you're here.
Yep, and you would never need to set the clock or anything.
Yep.
It can all be done from the phone.
Yep.
You'd never have to touch the dials at all.
Yep. And I noticed this doesn't have a padlock. A lot of the outdoor controllers come with a lock. I'm guessing to keep costs down, they've left the lock off and given you the option to put a padlock on there,
Correct.
knowing that most of these controllers are being put in places where the lock's not really super relevant.
They've created that. Correct. Yeah, they've created that. I guess other competitors like Hunter and that have created an indoor and an outdoor model.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of an indoor controller because of a bulky transformer hanging off the wall.
There's so many, most indoor controllers are put in sheds, so they're indoors, but there's bugs and there's
And
like
you got a
extreme
big,
temperatures.
heavy transformer hanging off, whereas this is still hidden away behind a box. So
Door comes off. Hope that was meant to work.
Yep.
So that door comes off, that just makes it easier to get it hung and it's not, swinging.
in the box there would be a mounting guide as well.
Screws in the box of the mounting guide. Alright, let's have a look.
Not too big.
Maybe it's on the butcher's paper. Alright. Is that?
Not too big.
Crickets. Insert crickets.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So it'd be a case of
Really, can't be right all the time.
no. Oh yeah. Cool. So we got a screw hang here, and then we can come in through the inside. So underneath here, we can also then put a wall toggle there, which anchors that to the wall.
So we've got 2 screws that come with it.
Yeah, we get you 2
So
balls.
you put the first one in, hang it, spirit
Ball
level.
plugs.
Second one,
Get that
mark
right.
it, whatever. Yeah.
That's straightforward.
Australian plug, Australian transformer, available on our website now. There's not much more to it.
No.
There's a reset button in there, I noticed.
Yeah. Yeah, just a hard reset. Yeah.
It has manual watering. It's all there. Look, when they
Competitively priced controllers.
That's what I was about to go down that line. Rainbird came to us with this. Obviously, we're a Rainbird Select dealer in South Australia. We're a launch partner for this product. The rates they gave us, it was stupid, and we passed them on. We want to be able to hit the ground running with this controller. So online, packaged. Any questions, as always, hit us up on whatever channel you choose to use. That's it. Cool.